how does all of that focus on value and metrics influence your pricing strategy and the different offerings that you have? Can you kind of just give us a high level in as much detail as you're able and comfortable to, but in terms of how you guys think about pricing your services and what that looks like?
Yeah, I mean, I this is another thing that's evolved. I remember doing probably my first year of consulting, might even been like the first 6 months. I put an RFP together for a nonprofit that was out of New York. So I'm
Hmm.
assuming, oh, it's a nonprofit, but it is New York. Okay, well, let me go with it. So I didn't know because I was following the lead of another consultant who does this a particular way. She bids like hourly. It's based on project, but it's like an hourly. So
Right.
I bid it hourly and I thought I was bidding a lot. And in the end, I didn't win. And because he really, this particular, the gentleman who was kind of the person leading it liked me. He gave me 30 minutes to kind of tell me why. One of them is that he felt like the message, I had like a 27-page proposal and that was too short. That in his mind, it wasn't clear. It wasn't clear as the others that I really understood their business, that I bid it hourly and no one else had ever done that before. It's only been by project and I was too low. So I had to process this, and I was
So
too
you
low when
did
I was
not
already
win that
high.
project, you said, right?
I
Did
did
not.
not win that project, but
Yeah.
he was kind enough to give me like
Yeah.
literally he sat on the phone for like 30 minutes and he followed me even after that on social and my newsletter because I think he kind of, there was something that called him to the work and how it presented. But again, it was a whole committee. And so these other people did it, which was fine because it was a really good learning experience for me. After that point, I no longer bid hourly. So hourly doesn't even take place. I never have hourly. Um, and then I sometimes that value is subjective. So sometimes it is like, yes, you put together a detailed proposal and it has things in it that are, I try to, again, always tie a metric or tie an identifiable thing they can track or see what success looks like again for them in there so that they can feel good about it. But because it's not hourly and it's project based, and then that's gone up over time,
Right.
because again, once you see your values there, what people are willing to spend and what you can deliver, and your results, your confidence increases, then you feel more comfortable being able to, put bigger numbers out there. And you're like, yeah, this is like this contract, and this is like well, this contract. Now that I know what this service is, and I think the other thing that becomes real clear that even again, even as of this year, like and through the pandemic and this year, there's so much clarity on where we need to focus as a firm based
Mhm.
upon demand that and then you realize where your niche is. And again,
Right.
this is something that you don't, it doesn't usually happen right away. Sometimes it does, but it's usually like just, it evolves over time. You figure out what your niche is. So we've determined, where that's at. And it's our sweet spot for now. It doesn't mean it'll always be that way. That's the other thing, being really flexible about what you might
Yeah.
iterate to. Right. But now that we're there, now it's like, this is the thing we do. And we do it uniquely well, and everybody knows that. And so I'm not saying we're gonna be ridiculous. We're gonna be fair in what we charge, but it's not gonna be cheap, and it's
Right.
not, but it's gonna be the best. And you're gonna get what you want, and you're gonna get high touch. And that's the other thing we've determined is that, this is not, we just aren't the kind that we're gonna have 100 customers at a time. We are just absolutely, we go deep, we go wide, we know you well, you know us well, you trust us deeply, and we connect, and that's just how it works. And so because we
Mm.
know that, we don't try to replicate any other model.